Happening right now, Hurricane Milton continues to move across Florida. Wind so strong, it blew the roof off of Tropicana Field.
Wow, the storm also spawned several tornadoes. Some proved to be deadly in St. Lucie County. And right now, more than 3 million people are without power.
Yeah, Milton made landfall as a Category 3 hurricane around 8:30 last night near Siesta Key, Florida. Senior meteorologist Matt Wentz joins us live this morning for a look at where Milton is now.
Yeah, Danita, this storm system is quickly moving offshore. We're still seeing impacts across the Sunshine State, but you can see over the last 6 hours or so, most of the moisture, the heavy rain, the real strong winds were north loaded on this. A lot of dry air got into the southern side, so there wasn't much rain as you got south of Tampa. But boy, in this band right here, right near that center of circulation, it has come down and it continues to come down. Daytona Beach in the crosshairs right now as that rain continues to pummel the area. They've got strong winds as well. Rain starting to back off for Orlando, and even Tampa starting to quiet down as well, but not after a very active night. Anywhere from 10 to 15 inches of rain fell in this strip here. You notice the sharp cutoff as you get down towards the south. Fort Myers barely saw a raindrop from this thing. That is how crazy it is from mile to mile within the storm system. Still a wind producer. It's a Category 1. 85-mile-per-hour winds right around that center of circulation. They have a gust to 105. It's got some movement on it now. It's moving northeast around 18. Should be offshore here shortly. Still expected to be a hurricane this afternoon, but it heads out to sea. More of a boater issue from here on out. Surge is still a problem now on the east coast of Florida as that flow brings that water in. Anywhere from 3 to 6 foot storm surge rise still expected here this morning from Daytona up towards even Jacksonville, even as far north as Savannah, Georgia. As we go through time, the rain pulls out from Florida. That's great news from them. The wind will subside pretty quickly. The sun will break out by afternoon. Tomorrow, mainly sunny from Tampa up towards Jacksonville. Meanwhile, they'll have rain in the southern half of the state, areas that really didn't see much of it. Overall, things will start to quiet down. But as that sun comes up, obviously they're going to be looking at what kind of damage occurred overnight. Here at home, we have a cool start. We're going to have another beautiful day. Quiet weather continues here in Northeast Ohio. We're up near 60, so a pretty cool afternoon. We've got a warm up in sight after some frost tonight. We'll detail how low we go tonight. And there's some weekend rain we need a timeout for you and your plans. We'll do it all for you coming up. Danita.
Thank you, Matt. Overnight, we have continued to get some new video in of the storm damage.
The wind's so strong it blew off the roof of Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. Luke Cleary reports from outside the home of the Tampa Bay Rays.
I'm standing here in front of the Tropicana Field. This is where the Tampa Bay Rays play, and as you can see, the Trop is now almost entirely without a roof. That polymer compound mostly ripping off and now looking like canvas. I can only see maybe 1 or 2 sections there that are still intact. But with every wind gust, you can hear it whipping and cracking, and you can see pieces of it flying off and into the wind. There were a number of crews stationed here earlier in the week, the National Guard and linemen preparing to help out in the aftermath here. We understand local officials have told us that they moved out of here before this damage took hold and that nobody was hurt. The Tampa Bay Rays organization confirming to us that there were no crews inside at the time, which is just so fortunate when you look at all of that damage and you think to yourself, with all of those pieces of polymer coming down onto the stands, coming down onto the field, how easily somebody could have been hurt.
Wow. Whew. All right, Luke, thank you. Before Milton made landfall, its outer band spawned a deadly tornado outbreak in St. Lucie County. The sheriff's office there confirms multiple fatalities, including at a senior community near Fort Pierce. However, it is not known at this time how many deaths or injuries have been reported.
And take a look at this video of the tornado that crossed Interstate 75 in Broward County, Florida. This is also known as Alligator Alley. This is from yesterday morning. No word yet on how big this tornado was, but officials say it did not seem to impact any populated areas.
Well, a Parma man is hunkering down with his parents in his childhood home in Sarasota. And when 3 News spoke with Keith Miller yesterday morning, he told us they had already lost power. He was already in Tampa for a work trip, but decided to stay with his 83-year-old parents during the hurricane.
I got down here, the very first thing I said was, do you guys want to leave? And they were like, oh, no, we're good. For them to grab all their stuff, being 83 years old, pack all their stuff up into a car and drive somewhere, don't know, they barely drive now, just isn't even an option for them.
So Miller says he and his parents were not part of an evacuation zone, which went into the decision to stay and wait out the storm. Now, of course, we will continue to keep you updated with the very latest on Milton as it becomes available both on air and online, and we will have continuing coverage throughout the morning right here on Go.